I want to welcome everybody to this demonstration. So Roxy went live today and she needs our help. But before we get started, let me bring my Facebook family and friends into this demonstration. Salute to the chat. Salute to my replay gang. Salute to all my moderators. And salute to all my Facebook family and friends. Let me read my copyright disclaimer. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, scholarship, and research. What that means is that everything that you hear in this demonstration is for entertainment and educational purposes only. So let's just jump straight into Roxy's live. And if you're in that area, please reach out to Roxy and assist her. Now let me ask everybody. Let me get my chat. Let me get my chat involved. What do y'all think? Could this be the possible spot where Nazaria Harris remains are? What are y'all thoughts? Let me know. And if Roxy is watching, let me know. Was this spot that you're zooming in on, is it a possibility that Nazaria could have been buried here? What are y'all thoughts? Let's chop it up, chat. Miss Chocolate says it could be. Kiara says, who's in the video? Roxy is in the video. This is Roxy's video. She made this. Yada Yada says, I think it's possible. India says it could be. Quita says it's possible. Cass says possible. So pretty much everybody feels like it's a possibility. It could be. I see you. I see through you. What took her to this spot? Not sure. Not sure. Maybe she'll give it the information on what led her there in the video. Salute, Patricia. Where is this at? She's going to get into details exactly where she's at. When she made this, I need to catch up. She made this today. This was posted. She went live 2 to 3 hours today. So this is a fresh video. Princess says, my God. Salute, Justice Drink. Salute, Earth Angel. Yes, this is fresh. I'm on the fence. All right. I'll get back to everybody's comments. Now, let me answer this. Salute, Raw. Thankful. Salute. Somebody says, do we trust Roxy? Now, this is what I know. And shout out to Mimi. Mimi made reference to I believe the location as well. So shout out to Mimi. So I think this is definitely credible. This video is credible. I trust Roxy. I've always trusted Roxy, you know, and I always trusted Janelle, Kiwana, Kenya, and Roxy. I'd always trusted those four. I've always gave them their flowers, you know. And let me just say this for me, all right? This is coming from me. When it comes to Nazaria Harris's family, okay, for me, Marquita, Kiwana, Kenya, Janelle, those four, I respect them. I respect Roxy as well, but I respect those four because those four have admitted that they could have done more. You know, so for me, my focus is on those family members that don't accept the part that they played. My focus is on breaking up that whole ex-trafficking thing that's going on up there. That's my whole thing. But as far as Roxy, Kiwana, Janelle, Kenya, I give them flowers for the job that they did do. So that's coming from me.
So I made a post. Is anybody in Ypsilanti right now that can tell me about Frog Island?
So is it anybody in Ypsilanti, Frog Island? She called those out. So if anybody know anything about that or this location, holler at Roxy or either holler at me.
That live in Ypsi that can tell me about Frog Island, like right now. Wasn't trying to go live, but I need answers now. I'm fine, Quee. Thank you. Is anybody in Ypsi right now? Near Frog Island? Hey y'all. Nina, because don't nobody else want to show up, so that's why. I wanted to know if anybody can tell me about Frog Island in Ypsilanti.
And I'll take some of y'all comments. Salute, Jamie. I see you, Jamie. Miami's finest. Nisi says, why do people question her searching but want the family to be proactive? Salute, Rob. Michelle, Dr. J, JoJo, salute. Me interest says, we have to remember, Jarvis isn't that smart to hide a body, in my opinion. And you know what? I feel the same way. However, many of us believe that Jarvis had help. Many of us believe that Jarvis didn't do it on his own. But now comes the question, is Jarvis smart enough to hide a body? Drop a 6. Drop a 6 if y'all think Jarvis is smart enough to hide a body. Drop a 7 if you think Jarvis is not that smart to hide a body. Ypsilanti is where King lives. I read. Correct. And she'll mention it in her video that that's allegedly, or that's the area where King and them dropped that Jaguar off at. So I feel like her remains are in different locations, unfortunately. I am so sad this happened to this baby. Justice for Nazar. Can I get everybody to throw up some pink hearts or purple hearts? And also hashtag justice for Nazar. Salute, Taj. Hey, I was trying to get Roxy attention earlier to look for a brownish red cabin, and she should spot a bluish grayish car. I had visions. So Roxy, if you're watching, Kenya, or anybody that's close to Roxy, here's someone that was trying to get this across to Roxy earlier. Look for a brownish red cabin, and she should spot a bluish grayish car. All right.
I'm just searching. That's it right now.
All right. Earth Angel says, Shank, I was with her and we did see that red cabin. Shout out to Earth Angel and everybody else that has boots on ground. Earth Angel says she was with her and we did see that red cabin. He's allegedly hitting live victims. So yes, he could hide a body, may not be hidden well, or maybe in plain sight. And how well was the search? How well has the search been done? Miss Chocolate says, wow. And see, this is why, salute April, salute. I hope everybody, this is why we as content creators, and this is why we as subscribers continue to keep fighting. When we say fighting for Naziah Harris, this is a part of the territory. Jarvis doesn't seem the type to be doing the dirty work. It's because of us, and this is my opinion. Let me just say this is my opinion. In my opinion, this is why the content creators and the subscribers, this is why we continue to go live. This is why I continue to go live. Some of y'all might get tired of Shank Rock going live. However, when I get information, I'm going to go live on that information that I get, that I think, because I get a lot of information. But I don't go live on all of the information that I get. I only go live on the information that I get that I think is worthy of the subscribers' attention. As far as the family, I'm sure, and I can't speak for the family. Let me backtrack it. I won't speak for the family because I was going to speak while the family go live. Let me backtrack because I don't want to speak for them. All right. But let me speak for myself. When I get information that I think is worthy, I'm coming live. Now, you can either watch Shank Rock or you can either turn me off. All right.
I'm right here. Who can tell me about Frog Island in Ypsilanti? I'm good. I'm right here. So I don't know what this means, but doesn't that look like a tether to y'all?
Okay, so she found something. She found something to tell her. So let's zoom in on what she found. All right. Once again, shout out to Earth Angel. Earth Angel says that was me that she was just talking to. Shout out to Earth Angel. We really appreciate you, Earth Angel.
What does that look like? Come to this part often. What is that? Is this a tether? What is this? Ain't this a thing that people be having on their legs or whatever? Whatever the hell they put it in.
So I believe she's referring to a monitoring device. The only person that I knew, the only person in the case that we know to had been on home monitor was King. So Shank, had the FBI looking out there yet? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Salute Capricorn. Layla, I believe she is buried somewhere. Why did Jarvis borrow his baby mother's car, though, that night? Good question. Good question. Salute Net Baby. That's an ankle monitor. Self-made salute. T the Goddess says that can be traced to who had it on. Salute Positive Vibes. Salute Art. Oh, that zone. Salute. Salute. All right. I'm going to come back to everybody.
Is this a tether? So, who was on tether? I don't know who it is, but I thought that was kind of weird. And this is at Frog Island.
Salute Marty with the mess. And once again, y'all, this is why we, as content creators, this is why we continue to cover the case. Earth Angel says we turned the monitor into the police. Good looking out, Earth Angel. Salute Freshie 915. This is why we continue. This is why, in my opinion, this is why Roxy continues to do what she does. And in my opinion, this is why the rest of the family, Janelle, Kiwana, Kenya, this is why they continue to do what they do. Mimi, this is why they continue. This is why we continue to do what we do, because there's still a lot of unanswered questions. Salute Diamond Star. Let's stay right there before I go any further. There's still a lot of unanswered questions in this case. There are. Now, the last time I checked, the family members that have been coming public, the last time I checked, they aren't the ones that unalive Nazaria Harris. Yeah, we can debate and we can argue and go back and forth that they failed her, but they took accountability. But how much beating them down are we going to do as far as those that came forward? I'm interested in those that haven't came forward to speak. Those are the ones that I'm interested in. Something was going on. We all are aware of that. Something was going on. Can we blame all of them? I can't blame all of them. I can't. So, once again, in my opinion, those family members that have been coming out and the content creators, believe it or not, we all are on the same page. And what page is that? Justice for Naziah Harris. You gotta know that Roxy is boots on ground. Might not like her techniques, but she putting in that work. You gotta understand that Kiwana and Janelle, they made those CPS complaints. Might not like them, but you gotta at least say they did make them complaints. Because let's think, what if Kiwana and Janelle didn't make them complaints to CPS? I'll leave it right there. Gotta give Kenya showed up to the video shoot with Toot and the Detroit rapper. Kenya was out there with Toot. So for me, the work, when I see those that's doing the work, I give them their flowers. Now, for us content creators that can't be out there for boots on the ground, we're still covering her story. We're still covering her case. So y'all got to give the content creators credit for that. Regardless if it's mess going on, regardless of how y'all may feel. If that content creator strikes up alive, and if that content creator is talking about Naziah Harris, I'm going to give them credit. I'm going to give them credit. Because they don't have to. Shank, yeah, but they clout chasing. Shank, they only doing it for clicks and views. Yeah, Shank, they only doing it for super stickers. Do y'all realize how many cases? Listen to me, y'all. Do y'all realize all the content that's out here? Look, we could talk about Baby Oil Man. We could talk about the Baby Oil Man trial. It's so many cases that we as content creators can cover and get big numbers. Get a whole lot of views. We don't get that many views covering the Naziah Harris case. We could easily switch lanes and cover the bigger cases and get the big views, the clicks, and all of that. So for me, I can't allow none of the content creators to be disrespected. I can't. For me, I can't allow none of the family members that do come forward and speak their piece. Now, that's just me speaking, y'all. So shout out to all the content creators that's covering Naziah Harris case, and shout out to the family members that at least come forward to speak their piece.
It is slim. I'm trying to touch it. I'm coming. They can track that if you take it, it's coded to a person. Okay. So there's nobody in Ypsilanti right now. Nobody that can tell me about Frog Island. in the area where Jarvis was at. Yeah, I am. I need to get something to put it in. I don't know. I just thought that was weird. So I was just trying to see if somebody could tell me about Frog Island. I made a post, but ain't nobody really respond. So figured I'd just come on here and see if somebody could tell me about this area because I believe this is the area where he was at or nearby or something like that. Anybody live out here or near here or familiar like with this area? Yeah, I'm good, Orlando. I'm just okay. Um, not going to her house, but because I don't know where she lives at. But isn't this the area where um King said he drove the Jaguar?
So as y'all heard us say, isn't this the area where King said he drove the Jaguar? And if so, let me grab this comment. Salute, Art. Appreciate you for pulling up, brother. I'm live in Ypsi. I take it that a child is missing. I try not to pay attention to anything anymore. Yeah, so this is the case of Naziah Harris, and that's her family member, Roxy, that was out there. And this is allegedly the area where King and Jarvis dropped off the Jaguar. One thing we all know is that baby went through, yes, hell, where y'all got that video. If you get a chance, go to Facebook to Roxy Rock's page. This is off of Roxy Rock's page on Facebook. Shannon got into an argument with Naziah and bust her upside the head. Marquita was there. Naziah had dropped black out. Shannon panicked and was on the phone. All I seen in my vision was Naziah wanted. Salute, Portia. Hey, Portia says, I've been said that everybody didn't want to listen to me. This is sad to watch. It really is, Cass. Oh my God. It could be King's. The case he was on Tether for was probably for the domestic. If he cut his ban, they will issue a warrant. That's why we only see a domestic. Wow. Me too. See what happened to her. Jarvis helped dismember and hide the body, spread it in different areas, but he had help. On the phone with Granny Monster. I'm so sorry this happen to this baby and her family? What is wrong with the world? This is why I'm trying to leave America. I need a break from the dumb-ish. I feel you are, and I'm right there with you, man. See, it hits different for us that's from the old school, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, and 90s. It hit different from us, even though it hurts all of us. But it hits different from us because we know once upon a time, we didn't tolerate stuff like this. And I'm sure Brother R can vouch for me on this. Jarvis, and that's why for me, my beef, my issue is with the men in the family. Because as a man, you're not going to allow a Jarvis Butts around your family. I'll say it till the day I die. That's the weakest man on a totem pole. When a man find out that you got those charges, he gonna come to you. He coming to you. And he gonna come to you, he gonna put physical hands on you, or even he gonna tell you, get from around here and I don't want to never see you back again. That's any man. You could talk to a Christian man, a man that gave his life to the Lord. That man would be the same way if a Jarvis Butts was around his family. A Muslim, a man that prayed 5 times a day, he'd be the same way. An atheist, a man that don't believe in God. Any man would have ran Jarvis away from them. Any man. Unless them men is just like Jarvis. My beef is with the men. I don't got no beef with the ladies. I got a issue with Shannon and Miss Annette, but my beef is with the men in that family. I'm just keeping it 100.
Oh shit. Can't see shit. Okay, I can't see nothing. Can y'all see something? Oh shit. If you can tell me about the information that was released in the area where they was driving that in Ypsi, message me. It's a whole bunch of bridges over here. This water don't look deep either. Oh, excuse me. Where did it move? What's Hines Park? Is that near where he was driving at? I don't remember them mentioning Hines Park. Yes, I did check Ball Duck Park. Just left there. I'm gonna go get a bag and turn the television. I think this is I'm right here. I think this is Frog Island. Somebody told me to come look in Frog Island because this is near where he was driving at. I need a bag for that tether so we can take it to the police station. Or something to put it in, bag, box, something. I need something to put that tether in so I can take it to the police station. I want to know about Frog Island. Who the
Roxy want to know about Frog Island. Is it anybody out there that knows about Frog Island? Appreciate that super sticker, Charlotte. Is it anybody that knows about Frog Island? Roxy would like to know.
Who the fuck is this babe? You ain't got to worry about it. Shit I be talking about. Stupid bitches. Like this. Fuck. Running your motherfucking mouth. You ain't doing shit. What the fuck I bought this bitch? No, ain't no smells out here. Ain't gonna be no smell. I'm looking for bones at this point. Thank you.
Roxy says she's looking for bones. Nina, appreciate you for pulling up. Nina says Frog Island, yes. If you're on Facebook, Nina, can you look up Roxy Rocks? And if you can share any information that you have about Frog Island with Roxy Rock, she's on Facebook. And if you can't get to her on Facebook, follow me on Instagram, and I'll relay whatever information that you do have about Frog Island. I'll make sure she gets that information. And if you're watching Roxy Rocks, there are people that's in the chat that is trying to get some information for you. Or Earth Angel, if you could reach out to Nina and get her information. And that way, y'all could get this information to Roxy.
Clear water in front of something with numbers. I'm alive. Trying to see if somebody could either come here to show us something about Frog Island, you know, where he was driving at. What did I go in that? I forgot. It wasn't this far. It was like I should have threw it out, but I didn't want to pick it up with my hand. Yeah. I don't think it was back here. It's by that chicken box. A white and blue chick is down somewhere. I don't think it was down that way. Oh wait. Oh damn! I lost it. Was it up? It wasn't this brushy. It was like kind of open a little bit. My feet sweating. Come on. Down this way more, huh? Oh. It was like more open. God damn, I lost the tether.
That's crazy.
You said what made me go back out? I never stopped. I just didn't publicize it. I just needed help with some information about Frog Island. Where he was at. It was over there where you was by that tunnel. No, that was like way up. Look, now I need y'all to help me find it. Oh, damn. It wasn't like bushy like this. Oh yeah, and I gotta, be on here to make sure I'm protected, child. If anything happened, y'all know where the hell I was at. It was more closer to the bridge. You didn't walk that far to the bridge. Okay, let me No, not yet. Somebody said I ain't walked that far to the bridge. I'm gonna go up a little bit more. It was kind of. Oh my god! Ugh, I should have just kicked it out. I don't think it was that far. Long Tree by Clark Road and over there Speedway. Yeah, that's what I thought. Oh, damn. I thought it was right there in that. That's what I'm saying. I thought it was right there, like kind of like that opening. Right. I'm gonna go up a little bit more. Look for that white and blue chicken box. You see it? I don't know what she said.
Roxy says, look for that chicken box. And for all y'all that don't know by now, Shank Rock loves a chicken box. A chicken box is chicken wings, fried chicken wings with French fries. Earth Angel says, can't with you. Me and Roxy said earlier that everywhere we look, they end up doing construction right after. Wow. Jarvis will be offered a deal later on trial, but not now. Make sure we hashtag injustice for Naziah and throwing up them pink hearts. The picking of the jury is coming up soon. Did someone give her a clue why now? And what exactly are they looking for? I believe they're looking for the remains of Naziah. I believe that they're looking for the remains of Naziah. Back in the day, I went to Taft. I know that area quite well. That area has changed since the late 70s when I was a kid. It ain't funny, Miss Chocolate. It ain't funny, Miss Chocolate. Did y'all come across a bag under the steps? I'm wondering, do Shannon think she's in the clear since Jarvis is the only person that's been arrested? Good point, Simply Me. I thought Trail was already done with. Appreciate that, Kuwion. Frogs, leg sides. The trial haven't started yet, but it will. That's what I was asking. Are they allowed people to start back looking, or she's just doing her own searches again? I'm not sure, Kern. If they do find Naziah before the trial, he can forget a plea. That's the only thing he can offer. That's what I said. He better come up off of the location and get you a deal. You know what I mean? Maybe get you I don't know if Michigan got front and back numbers, whereas though 20 to 40, but whatever it is, I know whatever deal you can work out with them, I know it'll take life off of the table because you're looking at life. Jarvis is looking at life without parole. Roxy says she always looks, just doesn't go online. What are they looking for? I was looking for her skull with braiding weave hair attached. And this is the part that I have to keep stressing to those that take shots at us content creators. Because when you take shots at the content creators, you're taking shots at the subscribers too. But for those that like to take shots at the content creators, this is why we hurt. This is why we feel pain. Some of y'all might feel, it wasn't y'all family member. Y'all shouldn't be hurt. Y'all don't feel no pain. Like the hell? Shit. Knowing what happened to Naziah, that's going to touch anybody that's civilized, anybody with a good heart. Her story is going to touch you. Because look at the abuse that we know Naziah Harris went through. And I got news for everybody. The content creators didn't put Naziah Harris through that. So coming for the content creators, listen, every content creator runs their platform how they want to run their platform. That's the right that they got. That's the right that can't nobody take from that content creator. Yeah, Shank, but the clicks and the views. I'm going to say it again. You got to get mad at YouTube. If you are upset with the content creators because of clicks and views, You got to take that up with YouTube. YouTube put the views on these videos, not the content creators. But I got to speak up for the content creators, just like I got to speak up for those family members that have came forward to speak their piece. I give them that much credit. The family members that came to speak their piece, you got to give them credit. And you got to give us content creators credit as well, whether you like us or not. This ain't an easy job. Earth Angel says she was looking for her skull with braids attached to a skull. The content creators ain't the one that dismembered Nazia's body. Those family members that come out on social media, they didn't do this to her. Now, y'all could keep coming for the content creators all y'all want. That's going to be content for me and content for the other content creators. So y'all might as well stop coming for the content creators. I'm keeping it real. I'm keeping it real. That's only giving us more food. That only give us more to talk about. And look, I got 550 people watching me. So no matter what you say about Shank, it's only going to raise my numbers up.
Oh, wait. No. Wait, maybe. Yeah, that looks like poison ivy. Fuck it. Oh, it's over here. It's over here. I found it. Found it! Yeah. Oh, damn. Yeah, that's how I'm like, I had to look for this dang on chicken box to get for my landmark. Yeah, I got it. Oh, I think this is poison. I'm messing up my Beyonce sweater. My Shayla. Yeah. My Shayla.
So we went all the way up over in here, and it go down to the water.
I found it, y'all.
There's homeless people down there.
I walked down there by that bridge, and they got a tunnel in there. I looked in there. It's like hella dark.
That sewer drain thing.
Yeah, I looked in there. It's like hella dark in there. I tried to pull it open, but I can't pull it up. You by the water?
He's found it.
Okay. She by that water. Oh yeah, by the bridge. She down there by the. Okay. Yeah, I found it, y'all. I'm gonna take it to the police
There
station.
you go.
Yes, I do, Dorena. Let me get off live. God damn.
So for all those that continuously ask the question, where is Nazia? It's a possibility that her remains are out there. It's a possibility. I'm happy y'all turned it in when y'all would have took pictures of it first. She found a tether ankle monitor. If anyone been following, King was on a tether. Correct. That's correct. Call the police. Why do you all have to travel to a police department? it's nice to see the family out there searching. A little late, but at least some folks are still stepping up for Naziah. And see, here's the situation, y'all. We did take pics of it. Once again, shout out to Roxy and shout out to Earth Angel, because Earth Angel is out there with Roxy. Here's the thing. When it comes to the Naziah Harris case, even though Jarvis Butts is locked up and Jarvis Butts is about to stand trial for the unaliving of Naziah Harris, it's bigger than Jarvis. It's bigger than Jarvis. No matter how you want to look at this, no matter how you want to cut the pie, it's bigger than Jarvis. We've been saying this for the longest time. It's bigger than Jarvis. The evidence that they have in this Naziah Harris case, trust me, it's not enough evidence. It's not. And even if they are able to get a conviction, even if they do find Jarvis guilty of the unaliving of Naziah Harris, we all know that it's more to this case. I know it's more to this case. You know it's more to this case. She knows it's more to this case, and he knows it's more to this case. It just don't stop with Jarvis. It's up to us. It's up to us. Because see, here's the thing, and I've said it before, and I'll say it again. If locking Jarvis up and convicting Jarvis is the end, what about all these other players that's involved in this case? CPS, we haven't even exposed CPS yet. Detroit Police Department, we haven't even exposed the Detroit Police Department with. The school system, we haven't even exposed the school system yet. I see why people want us to stop. I see why people want us to go away. And I know that those that got a problem, that's the reason why y'all want us to go away, because y'all don't want us to expose y'all funky asses. It's just simple as that. Y'all don't want us to expose y'all funky asses because Jarvis is the pawn. Jarvis is the scapegoat. Y'all had it set up very, very nice. I got to give y'all credit for that. Y'all had it set up very, 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 very nice, so Jarvis could take the fall. And that's why those that want us to stop, that's why y'all want us to stop. Shout out to Miss Parker. She's one of the wonderful content creators that covers this case. Shout out to Miss Parker. Make sure y'all subscribe to Miss Parker. Miss Parker, drop your link and make sure y'all pull up on Miss Parker. Miss Parker does an excellent job. I don't have no beef with her. She does an excellent job, her and her riders. But that's why y'all want us to stop. I know why y'all want Miss Parker to stop. Miss Parker is on y'all heels. So it's naturally that y'all want her to stop. Appreciate that cash donation, Barbara. And if you would like to support the channel by sending a cash donation, my cash app is $ERICMCINT. And Miss Parker is not the only one that does an excellent job. All the content creators that's covering this case does an excellent job. We ain't gonna stop. So what y'all might as well do is y'all might as well stop at least coming for Shank. Because this is food. It's food. Y'all give me something to talk about. This was done today. All right. You get a chance, go on Roxy Rock's channel. All right. You get a chance, go on Roxy Rock's Facebook. This was done today. This is today, less than 3-4 hours ago. This was done. This is not an old video. And that's why I say for me, every time the family members, every time they do something, I'm going to speak on it. I know, man, Shank, man, why you just adding on to it? Why you keep showing the family? Because those family members, Janelle, Kiwana, Roxy, and Kenya, those family members are either boots on the ground or either coming to the platforms to speak their piece. I gotta give Marquita her flowers, because if it's nothing else that I got out of the interview that I done with Marquita, if it's nothing else that I got out of it, Marquita said, and if y'all didn't hear Marquita say it, go back. Leave me alone, Kenya. I know you don't leave me alone. But go back to Marquita. And what did Marquita say? She said, yeah, we could have done better. I take accountability for that. Please, moderators, don't time out nobody. Moderators, please don't time out nobody. All right. Appreciate your super chat, Sama. Appreciate your super chat. Thank you to all content creators. For all the hard work. Appreciate that. Please, moderators, let's not time out nobody. All right. Let everybody speak their piece. Okay. Even if they trolling, even if they disagree with me, let everybody speak their piece, as long as they don't use profanity. Everybody is welcome. Now, I do want to say something about trolling. See, the majority of y'all are new to social media. The majority of y'all are new to the YouTube streets. So the majority of y'all go off of what other people say. All right? When it comes to trolling, the content creators, we get trolled. I get trolls that come through. I get trolls. Now, I used to get upset with the trolls. Ask my Rock Squad members that's been here. I used to get upset with the trolls and be up here fussing and cussing and lose all focus. I don't do that no more. That's why I let the trolls rock out, because I know the trolls want to throw me off of what I'm talking about. So that's why I let the trolls rock out. That's why I let y'all disagree with me and do whatever it is y'all want to do, because I know that that's y'all whole mission, to upset Shank Rock and throw me off. I don't have nobody that trolls for me. No. I get trolled. Shank is a fraud. Shank is a fraud. That's a troll. I don't know who it is, but I let Shank is a fraud troll all day. You know why? Because Shank Rock is a fraud. That counts for a view. That counts for a click. All y'all that got a problem with me with the clicks and views, I don't tell y'all to click on and watch me. Let me see what my chat talking about. Kenya is in the chat talking about Miss Parker had her eating pork. Kenya. But I got to give Kenya her flowers too. A big shout out to Kenya, because Kenya did go to that video shoot. And I mentioned this earlier. For me, I respect that. I respect that. Now, what I'm going to do is, she said popcorn. I'm going to drop my link. If anybody want to pull up on a panel and speak their piece, come on up. We won't be here long. But everybody is entitled to speak. Purple says, I may speak my disagreement, but I am never mad at anyone. Everyone is entitled to their own opinions, and we all can agree to disagree respectfully. And I respect that. I respect that. And to me, that's what it's about. And that's what my platform is about. We got to be able to agree to disagree. It's okay if you disagree with Shank Rock. It's okay. It's okay to disagree with me. Trolls are a distraction, and their purpose is to get content creators off and presenting their content. And that's facts, Patricia. That's facts. Like I said, it's one thing to disagree with the content creator. I think all subscribers should be able to disagree with the content creator. But when you coming through and you taking shots at the content creator and you talking trash and you talking junk about the content creators, I don't feel as though that's cool. Now, in my case, when, and they know who they are, go in my comment section on the replay. It's people in my comment section that disagree with me, and I respect them. But when they get in my comments and they get to taking shots at me, and that right there, that's when I know that it's personal. Kenya, and look at here, y'all. She got her camera on. Man, y'all got to give Kenya. Let's take up a donate. Oh, now she turned it off. See, Kenya, you won't do right at all, will you?
No, I don't want to be on camera. I don't want to be on camera no more. I get tired of the.
You was only on it for a hot second.
I know, right? On and off. Bow.
What's good, Kenya? Speak your piece.
Nothing, Miss Parker, girl. You had me eating popcorn. I just want to know what color is Shannon's vehicle. What color is Shannon's vehicle? I really need to know what color is her vehicle.
I don't know. I think that's Miss Parker and her riders. Miss Parker and the riders, would y'all care to share what color Shannon's vehicle is?
I mean, to be honest, whoever gave up that information, they're going to lose their fucking job. For
no
real.
Truck driver will do right.
No truck driver will do right? What the fuck that mean?
That's you. You cammed up, but then you turned your camera off.
Oh, well, that's my prerogative, like Bobby Brown said. I get tired of people talking shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm just human, and I got a buzz too. I just finished drinking some wine, so I'm buzzing. So
oh hell! Appreciate that cash donation, Latasha. What you was drinking? Red wine?
No, my kid. One of my kids bought me that Sutter Home Pink Moscato, and I don't drink often. So when I do drink, it kind of hit real good. So I'm a little drunk off the damn wine. So I ain't drunk, but I am buzzing. Off of some Sutter Home wine.
Yeah. What can you share with us? That Frog Island. Do you that location where Roxy was at? What can you share with us?
Well, I call her my sister now. Queen. I call her my sister now. She's a gentle person. She's on here. She's in the comments or whatever. And
about Earth Angel.
Yeah, and she hugged me and everything out there at the video, and we just made a connection. Now, I really don't connect with women, you know what I'm saying? But for some odd reason, I mean, we just clicked just like that. So, she expressed some things to me or whatnot, and I could hear the sincerity in her. Like I told her, when she hugged me, I could feel her heartbeat, and she made my heart beat, and that's when I know somebody's real about what they doing. So we decided, we met up or whatever. She scooped me, and we went out and did some searches because everything she was saying, I've heard, Roxy's heard. I mean, I would rather go and look and see, just like Roxy. I had to fly her in. You know what I'm saying? She wouldn't let up. So I had to get her a plane ticket and get her here, so she could go as well. Because I wouldn't have heard the end of that shit. Um, so we rode with her, and we went out there and looked at some things or whatnot. And y'all, I think you saw Roxy's live or whatever, but anything we hear or we feel is sincere, we're gonna follow up on it. We're not gonna sit here and twiddle our fingers. Like I told everybody before, even before y'all knew about what had happened to her, we was out there searching, getting bit by mosquitoes, cold. You know what I'm saying? When it was cold. So, um, my heart beats because I don't want to find her. I want to find her. I don't want to find her. You know what I mean?
I feel you. I feel you.
Yeah.
I feel you.
Um, so, but it was good to have someone else in the Detroit area that's been out there looking for her or whatever. Shout out to you, sis. Thank you. I inherited a sister. But anything that anybody have suggestions, we gonna look. We gonna look. Me, Roxy, and whoever else that's down, 10 toes down, and see what it is. We're not on that fake shit. We not. You know what I'm saying? We not riding with Annette and them on none of this shit. You know? So, like I said before, if he could tell us if we're gonna be able to recover her, we would prefer it that way. You know what I'm saying? But if we get approached with some information or whatever, we're gonna go take a shot. We're gonna go look. Maybe we'll post it, maybe we won't. But at least we could say that we went out and, looked. And
And that's honorable. That's respectful.
yeah, so I mean it is what it is. We wanna find her. We wanna recover her. And like one of the medians said, she wants her body found, and I can absolutely believe that. Because if anything, she deserves that.
I feel you as far as you want her body to be, but then you don't because it's you know what I mean. It's okay when you just assuming and guessing, but then to actually have the remains and
Yeah. Yeah, it hits different. Even you can even tell it hits different for you. You know what I'm saying? And this is my little cousin that's got about 5% of my blood running through her veins. You know what I'm saying? So I want her found. I don't want to find her, but I do want her found. You know, she deserves that. She was a little girl, a little 13-year-old girl. But Parker, Miss Parker, girl, you blew my mind, girl. I grabbed me some popcorn and some wine real quick. I said, "What? What? What?" Hey, like I said, they all deserve themselves a cuffs. Because Naziah didn't deserve that. I don't care what Jarvis say at this point. I hope he don't live too long in there. My tax money is taking care of him.
I feel you. Was it a big was a lot did a lot of people come out today?
No, it was just three of us. It was just three of us. We didn't announce it. Queen said, "Hey, I got this, this, and this, and this, and this. It's up to you what you want to do." She is a ride or die. You hear me? She a ride or die. It's weird that to meet somebody that talk like you talk. You know what I'm saying? That's down with it. You know what I'm saying? And she down with it, and I like her a lot. You know what I'm saying? She's like she only. Okay, I'm buzzing. Let me stop. She's a cool lady, and I appreciate her. She been, out there looking or whatever, and she ran that information across me. I called my daughter. Was like, hey, my daughter was like, I need to get there, mom. I need to get there. So I said I bought her a flight ticket and got her to here this morning. She's been up 24 hours, and she still went on that search with us. So you know, um, trust and believe. We want to find her. We want to find her.
Now that ankle monitor. What is your thoughts? What is your thoughts on finding that ankle monitor?
I didn't find it. Them two found it. I don't have no thoughts about it, but clearly somebody cut their shit off. I can't sit there and say it's linked to King because I don't know. Even though he did have one on, it was weird to kind of find it. But whoever ankle bracelet that is, they ass is caught.
They caught now.
Yeah, so it is what it is. But I don't know if it was King's or not. So, but I didn't want to take over your show, and then you know I don't want to take over your show or anything.
You already took over it.
My bad. I wasn't even trying to come up, Shay.
Y'all always taking over my show. All of y'all. I'm calling out all of y'all. Y'all always taking over my show.
Listen, yo funky ass. Yo funky ass. But I can't say I was banking on her to come. I was banking on her to come because people need to see her for who she is. I had a plan and it worked for me. Now your funky ass got me on Janelle. I didn't think she was gonna participate, but the one that I needed to participate, she showed up. Y'all need to see her for what she is. That's
I think,
unfortunate.
in my opinion, I think it was a good interview with y'all. Let me speak. I gotta keep you from taking over my panel because look, Shane, you always letting them take over your panel. So let me put my foot down. Can you stay right there and you let me speak my piece? Y'all see it? Y'all, I ain't let her take over my panel. Y'all see it? No.
That's all right. I'll just stick your girl on you. That's all.
Oh Lord, have mercy. But I think, and look, in my opinion, I think it turned out to be a good interview. I listened to both of y'all. And to me, I heard hurt on both sides. I did. And you might get mad at me, and she might get mad at me. But I'm going to say this, and I'm saying this to both of y'all. I did feel, and I did hear, she got love for you, and you got love for her.
The one thing is that I cannot deny her bloodline, right? I can't deny that part. But the point where I am extremely disappointed with her is putting her cousin information out there like that. She did that. And what was the point of it? You know what I'm saying? You done went so low to where you done put our addresses out there where we live. I mean, I'm gonna be real with you. I don't give a fuck. Because if a motherfucker want to show up at my doorstep, that means they don't want to live no more.
Let me say this, Kenya. I felt that she was coming from a place of hurt. Vice versa. I felt, see, y'all cat fighting, it's only because both of y'all are hurt. Somewhere, y'all was cool, right?
We was cool, yes.
Okay, stop. Okay. Somewhere something happened. We don't have to get into that. But in my opinion, if y'all was once tight, it can be fixed. That's all I'm gonna say. It can be fixed.
No.
Yes. Kenya. And listen, and I'm gonna tell her the same thing. I know, look, I know when a friendship, I know when a relationship can't be fixed. You and her relationship, it can be fixed. It can be fixed.
Shane.
I'm listening. I'm listening.
It'd be different maybe if that wasn't my daughter that she did that to. It might be a little different if that wasn't my daughter, and I know that my daughter mean well. You understand what I'm saying? To me, Kiwana did all of that out of jealousy and frustration because she's not controlling what's going on.
Let's look at it from another perspective, okay? Let's look at it from another perspective. What if she isn't doing it from a jealous point, right? And y'all gonna leave me alone about calling me Dr. Phil and all that other stuff. Y'all leave me alone, all right? Don't y'all come for me about being no damn doctor. But what if she's not coming from that perspective?
The one thing I do know is I know her.
Okay.
I know her. I know how she operates. I know how she moves. I know how she thinks. I know what her thinking capacity is. I'm not fucking with her no more. You sat up there and put all my daughter information out there for what reason? That had nothing to do with Nasiah. No.
Let me say this.
No, sir. No, sir.
No, I'm taking back my panel. Let me say this. Notice, in the beginning, y'all was peaceful. Y'all was cool, right?
In the beginning of your interview that said my name on it, your interview that said my name on it, are you talking about that one?
Listen now, because they didn't came for me about that. See, Shank, it was Kenya's interview, and you let her take over. Let me say this.
Miss Parker had my back more than you.
Listen now, listen.
Uh-huh.
I asked you, and what did you say? You said, yeah, Shank, you know what, Shank? Bring her up. Yes?
But you let her take over. I mean, I couldn't get a damn word in.
Let me say something. I allow both of y'all to take over, and then what I said, we gotta do this differently. I gotta give y'all both 5 minutes. Yes or no?
Shank, you gave her 9 minutes to my 4 minutes.
Boy, I know they're gonna eat me up in that comment section. Go ahead and eat Dr. Shank up all y'all want to.
I mean, I literally had to growl and ball my fists up, just keep screaming. Y'all didn't hear me go, oh! Yeah, I was ready to lose it. I had to calm down.
But Kenya, and I'll tell her the same thing. Well, she's listening. So let me just say this to both of y'all. Both of y'all went left.
I played my game, Shank. I got her to do what I needed her to do, which was show who she really was. Yeah. So everything that I contemplated, it worked out for me.
See, I gotta go back to the CPS report. And I know y'all gonna come for me. Damn if I do, damn if I don't. But when I first started this covering this case, it was Janelle and Kiwana's report to CPS.
Mm-hmm.
They did report it. I know what y'all gonna say. Yeah, Shane, but they had stop. They said that even with Vari and Nazai, because I believe one of them said that Vari came because they was trying to get him, but Miss Annette stood in the way.
Listen.
No.
I don't know about that.
And listen to me now.
Okay.
Don't get it twisted, because the next time I get Kiwana's funky ass up here, I'm going to do her the same way I'm doing your ass. I'm going to shut her ass down too, because both of y'all like to work my nerves. Both of y'all. Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
I don't like to work your nerve. It's
Come on,
just,
Kenya. Come on, Kenya.
it's
Come on.
just, I needed to get my point across, and I needed Kiwana to show her ass like she did, and she did what I needed her to do. And I really appreciate you for letting me come up on your panel because I knew that she would show up on your panel. She wasn't gonna show up on nobody else's because they didn't clown her ass, so she wasn't gonna show up there. Um, I just, this I have to be 100% honest. This was never about me. It was never about Roxy. It was never about Janelle or Kiwana until Kiwana and Janelle. It wasn't so much even Janelle. She was just going along with the fuck Kiwana was saying. But when Kiwana put out my daughter's personal information and just personal information, period, that's when the shit went left. I even put it on TikTok. Oh, so now y'all done made this shit personal, so we are too. Because we tried to keep it about Naziah, not us. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes you just cannot pull a family back together once they done crossed that line. And she has
I agree.
truly crossed it because she's put so much bad information out there. Because she's jealous, she's a hater. And when you that kind of a person, things just don't go right for you in life. You keep falling by the wayside and you just don't understand why. Because of people like that. We started out with one mission, and that was to expose what the fuck has happened to Naziah. Nothing more, nothing less. Whether Roxy got attention, we didn't expect all of that. We did it. We just went with the flow with everything. Now, the monetary stuff, that was a plus because we didn't know nothing about that shit. All of this is new to us and her. So it wasn't like we was like, oh, yeah, yeah. No, that just happened to be that way. You know what I'm saying? Kiwana had every opportunity to be with social media. She did. And if y'all look back at their reviews, they said they didn't want to be a part of social media. But if you heard when Kiwana was on, she's counting Roxy's pockets. How much money she's blowing. And what kind of stuff she's buying and popping bottles. Who does that? Whose business is that? It wasn't coming out her pocket. But again, oh, Roxy's selling t-shirts because she need money. Well, she was popping bottles before Naziah came up missing and partying before Naziah came up missing. You hear me? So this cousin thing will not be fixed. But to put Naziah to rest, to have a memorial for her, if she's there, we're going to respect her to be there. And there will not be no chaos at Naziah's memorial when we do have it. Period. I don't care how she feels. I know Janelle really ain't on that bullshit, but she's just trying to hold up with Kiwana because Janelle is smarter than that. Kiwana's bringing Janelle down. But whenever we do have this memorial, should they be there, Kiwana, if you're in the bushes, just know we're gonna be there to support Naziah and Lady, and we ain't fucking with you going forward. I just want you to understand that. Our cousin relationship link is cut forever. But as far as Naziah, when we do have this memorial, just understand we ain't fucking with you. But we're gonna give Naziah her respect. I'm done.
And you know what, Kenya? I do gotta respect that. I do gotta respect that. Because
Thank you.
at the end of the day, it's all about justice for Naziah. I appreciate you pulling up, Kenya.
For sure.
All right. Thank you.
Yep.
And as much as I would like to see them bury the hatchet. Some hatchets you can't bury. You know. I appreciate everybody for pulling up. Make sure y'all throw up them pink hearts. Make sure y'all hashtag justice for Nazaria Harris. Miss Parker is going live. I'm not sure of the time, but make sure y'all check out Miss Parker's demonstration. And once again, and it's just my opinion, let us respect all of the content creators. Whether you agree or not, at least respect all of us content creators. My opinion, the family members that are coming forward to speak their piece, let us all respect those family members. All right? Remember, y'all, justice for Nazaria Harris. Salute everybody, and I'll see everybody on the next demonstration.
In Wayne County, where Jarvis Butts, the man charged with sexually assaulting and killing 13-year-old Naziah Harris, was back in court today. Our Jordan Burroughs was inside the courtroom and joins us now with a recap of today's proceedings.
Today at the Wayne County Criminal Justice Center, Judge Nicholas Hathaway laid out dates in the Jarvis Butts case. Butts is accused of murdering 13-year-old Naziah Harris last year. His jury selection is scheduled to start October 6th. Jarvis Butts was in court Friday to hear Judge Nicholas Hathaway decide key dates in his trial. The defense and prosecution both agreed on the dates as they await the full transcript to be typed out so they can read it over. Butts was previously in court January 17th for a hearing where he entered a not guilty plea. At that hearing, just like Friday's, Naziah Harris's family and friends were present. Butts, 42 years old, of Detroit, is charged with first-degree premeditated murder, second-degree criminal sexual conduct, and child sexually abusive activity. Butts is also accused of having an inappropriate relationship with Naziah. She was last seen getting off her school bus at the corner of Cornwall and 3 Mile Drive in Detroit on January 9th of last year. Her body has not been found. As jury selection starts October 6th, the prosecution said it could call 40 or more witnesses to the stand, and the defense said it could call 10 or more. It's a trial that could take 3 to 4 weeks.
I'm hopeful that you're going to have that transcript here, hopefully within the next couple of weeks. Obviously, with that trial date being in October, we had some time to work with. But I'd like to see you all again for final conference.
Today's calendar conference also laid out another key date, which includes the last conference. That will be on Friday, June 20th. Reporting from the Wayne County Criminal Justice Center, Jordan Burroughs, CBS News, Detroit.
I'd like to place an order. Yeah. Hey, let me get a chicken box and a half and half. All right, good looking out. I'd like to place an order. Yeah. Hey, let me get a chicken box and a half and half. All right, good looking out. A chicken box, a half and half when I'm switching lanes. Switching lanes. A chicken box, a half and half when I'm switching lanes. When I'm switching lanes. A chicken box, a half and half when I'm switching lanes. When I'm switching lanes. A chicken box, a half and half when I'm switching lanes. When I'm switching lanes. A chicken box, a half and half when I'm switching lanes. I'm switching lanes. A chicken box, a half and half when I'm switching lanes.
But before we get started with this demonstration, let me read my copyright. Younger females like older men. So my smoothie is going to consist of
I'm switching lanes. A chicken box, a half and half when I'm switching lanes. I'm switching lanes. A chicken box, a half and half.